What's good? Today is June 27th. It's Friday. Another week has passed. Um, another week of getting better, traveling, working, staying sane. Um, what did I do this past week? I went to Cumberland. Me and Ty shot some content. We shot some ads. We did like a video shoot with the bank that he's about to start working with. That was really good. Um, and then I had my Goldman Sachs class. I'm wrapping up on that. I should be done the first week of August. We meet every Thursday. But where are we at in the business? Another week. It's kind of starting to get a little bit difficult to explain the business because the same thing happens week to week. We ran new ads. I started to send out some emails myself. I used to have an email marketing lady that was creating emails for me, but something that I realized was like our brand voice wasn't consistent on all platforms. When it came to our social media, our brand voice was like very similar to mine, but on emails, we like our brand voice is like real feminine, and I ain't really like that. Like our abandoned cart emails would be like leaving so soon with like the sad eye emojis, and that's not really something I would say. I would say something witty like "Where you going?" Question mark, or something like that, or like I know you see this email. Just different ways of communication. So me taking over our email marketing now, I feel like I can really have a very straightforward way in which I'm speaking to my customer and just keep it a beam with them in terms of like social media, ads, and our SMS and our email. It's all gonna look the same, and I'll do it as long as I need to until we can bring somebody else in that can take my voice and just replicate it. Yeah, it's a little tedious though, but it's worth it. I don't know if you can see those packages in the back, but I'm about to go to most of our gyms and restock them because I'm not going to be in Maryland all of next week. I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to Florida and then I'm going to Mexico um, for a little bit for the 4th of July with Ty. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to get as much work as I can done tonight and tomorrow. And then when I'm traveling, I'm going to be shooting content in Florida. And then I'm also going to be like sitting down with Ty a couple of the days that we're in Mexico and really talking about what the rest of the year is going to look like in terms of content for Vay and for Manifest. Because I really feel like being strategic, the first half of this year has been relatively slow with how much money that we've made. Um, but I think we can like grow exponentially on the back half of the year. But I really want to make sure that we're planning so we're not growing crazy and uncontrollably and putting ourselves in a hole, but we're growing to the size that we can manage. Um, because fall, winter, those are the seasons where we're supposed to do well. But in the past, we haven't done well. But that's the plan. I'm feeling pretty good right now, feeling pretty motivated. I just got off of a call with um, this guy that works with a few of the big brands in our space. Um, and he gave me a lot of insight in terms of what I should do to really tap in with the influencers in our space and how I can start to leverage our community for the brand and push that forward. One of the big things that he told me was like just going through the Vay social media. A lot of these other brands that he sees don't really have people that post organically, like when they wear the clothes. It's very transactional, but like people really bang with the Vay stuff. Like every Wednesday, people are posting. If people are wearing the clothes during the week, they'll post and we'll repost them on our social media and stuff like that. We have a really good like organic feel. But he said that like we tap in with the influencers in our space, specifically like a lot of the black influencers that aren't represented by other brands. We can work out very personable relationships with them and then start to grow as they grow and bring more traction to the brand because we got the product, we got the brand reputation. Um, the next thing is just bringing in people that can really stand as brand evangelists and be leaders of our tribe. So I'm excited about that. I have like a list of maybe 15 to 20 people that I'm going to reach out to that I know personally from just years of doing content, being on social media, going to events and stuff. And then I'm going to ask them got to figure out how I'm going to craft the message. Like, hey, do you want to be an athlete for the brand? Here's what we plan to do. I think the biggest thing that's going to be a challenge for me is advising them in terms of content, because I make content for myself, but in terms of like having the beat and post on what's trending or what posts will do well, I've never really been that type of person. I kind of just make what content that I want to make, or if I see something funny, I'll just go ahead and do it myself. But um, yeah, I'm gonna have to just learn that. I'm gonna have to like really be on social media, less so as a consumer, more so as like this content is going viral. These are the things that were said. This is the visual hook. This is the text hook that they use. These are the trends that they're following. So I can start to advise people on how to make better content. And I really want to build out like a community, um, similar to, there's some brands that aren't in my space that kind of have like group chats where they'll like have everybody in the group chat and they'll be like, hey, this influencer is doing really well with this style of content. You guys should consider making this. And I'm gonna like reach out to a few UGC creators as well, not just fitness influencers, but folks in other spaces that can hit other categories of people that would want to patronize our products and what we have to offer here as a brand. But yeah, that's the plan. Influencers, influencers, influencers. I really want to, like, by the end of July, have a really solid influencer plan that we're implementing and moving forward with. So we have our influencers locked in. I'm gonna start to hone in on the email marketing, start to put out 2 consistent emails a week, and be more specific and targeted with our email marketing, like reaching out to the people that have purchased this type of shorts or this hoodie, and just sending very specific emails to them, trying to get them to like tap into offers and deals. And then with the ads are low-key not doing well for real. Like, we're like breaking even on them, but we're not making any profit. And I think it might be because of the inventory that we have. It might be because of the ad creative that we're testing, or just the lack of volume that we're not getting from our ads, not putting into our ads. But it's just a lot to manage because I do everything for the business. So I'm like, all right, what are the number one things I need to focus on? What things generate revenue? And that's emails, ads, and it'll be influencer marketing as well too. And then events. We're planning a 5K in 23 days in Buffalo. So I gotta buy shirts for that 5K. I gotta make flyers. Then I gotta promote it. Um, Make sure the logistics of the 5K makes sense. And we're having an event the day before the 5K in collaboration with one of the companies up in Buffalo that prints out, that does all the memorabilia for like the official memorabilia broker for the Bills. So that'll be a good collaboration. We'll sell a lot of shirts at that event. Then we'll do the 5K, get good content, get the community engaged, hopefully sell some more inventory at that event. Um, and then we'll just start ramping and planning for another event on August. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That's low key a little overwhelming. We have another event on August the 2nd. So literally like 2 weeks after that. Looking at my calendar, it's like, how am I gonna do this? I might gotta bring somebody else in to help me. Um, yeah, I'll figure it out. At the end of the day, I don't even be feeling anxious about nothing, because it's like, anxiety is not gonna help me. You know what's gonna help me? Writing out the tasks that I gotta do and just doing what I can at the end of the day. Because them tasks still gonna be there tomorrow that weren't done. So there's no point in stressing about them right now. They'll get done when they get done, just as they always have. So feeling pretty good, feeling purposeful, feeling very focused, and definitely have a sense of direction with everything that I'm doing right now. The most important thing is just to execute and analyze what I'm doing so I can improve. And yeah, that's all that we got today. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all don't forget to be the difference. And whether it's the daytime, whether it's the nighttime, whether it's the evening, have a great day on purpose. And I will tap in with y'all later. Deuce.